Hello, thank you for joining us. And on this day, we'll be holding a presentation on CAC business registration in Nigeria. As you all know, CAC is a body, a corporate affairs commission, is a federal government agency that is in charge of business registration in Nigeria. The register of registered businesses in Nigeria is domiciled with the Corporate Affairs Commission. This a, a brief introduction. My name is Leonard Eze. I am a pharmacist, a web designer, a graphic designer, a video editor, and in October 2021, I founded Leosmart Digital Limited in furtherance of my passion for digital skills as a platform through which I can showcase my digital skills. Our learning objectives. At the end of this presentation, it is expected you would have learned the following: business name registration, company registration, features of business name registration, features of company registration, difference between business name and company registration, the importance of registering your business. Who can register a business in Nigeria? Can I register my business myself? All this will be dealt in this presentation. This is on Inspirational Corner. Just want to inspire us to keep doing what we have passion for, especially leveraging on the internet, leveraging on the social media, creating content that we know people need. So Ashley Grayson, formerly Ashley Massengill, is a content creator and entrepreneur from Fort Worth, Texas. She's best known for making $1 million from just 40 minutes. She had an online course called Digital Course Recipe. She's the founder and CEO of Teachable and Stripe, and in April 28, 2022, Ashley Grayson broke her own record of $1 million in 40 minutes. This is her previous record as she made $1,012,549 in 14 minutes, and in 1 hour she made over $2 million, and in 12 hours she made $3 million. This should inspire us to develop to expand our source of income, having multiple streams of income. This we have post on that day, so I won't be dwelling much on this. So my mama asked me this morning, how does it feel to make 3 million within 12 hours? So I teach 7 different streams of income. So this is the multiple streams of income that made her all this money. Now let's proceed. We start with business name registration. Business name registration has to do with registering the name under which you operate that business. So it is the name and style under which a business is carried on. Like, let's say you see Kelion Fashion. So seeing the Kelion Fashion, you know that okay, it is a fashion business being done under the name Kelion. A business name can be registered as a sole proprietorship or a partnership. Sole proprietorship if it is carried on solely by an individual or a corporate body. Then it is partnership if it's carried on by 2 or more individuals or corporate bodies, or a combination of individuals and corporate bodies. A registered business name does not enjoy legal personality. There is no legal distinction between the owner and the business, so they are together. There is no distinction. The law does not make the business separate. So the owner and the business are one. That's why it is mainly called one-man business. These features for a business name: the wealth of the owner is linked to the business. It is difficult to find outside investors to fund sole proprietorship, hence limiting the growth potential. Definitely no one will want to invest in one-man business that doesn't have much defined responsibility and role of each individual. So there's no shareholder, there's no director. The advantage of this business over company is that it is relatively easy to set up and has a low startup capital. So one-man business is easy to set up, doesn't require much money. The liability of the proprietor or partners is not limited in a business name. Every asset is owned by the proprietor. The proprietor is not separate from the business. There's no legal personage. The certificate number starts with BN. So business name, you see BN. company, you see RC. We'll move on to company registration. A company is a business arrangement which enjoys legal personality. So it is legally recognized as a separate entity. It is a corporate body and separate from its owners. The liabilities of members may be limited by shares or guarantee or may be unlimited. A company may be public or private. The name of a company must end with the word limited or limited by guarantee or unlimited or the abbreviations LTD, PLC, UNLTD or LTD guarantee. So limited by guarantee, unlimited. Now these are the features of a company. Must come is an incorporation. So it must come with a certificate of incorporation. Then the certificate number, as I say, you start with RC. There must be allotment of shares. There must be defined share statement and allocation of shares to each subscribers or shareholders. Now, the certificate comes with a tax identification number. This is very important, especially when you want to open a corporate account. It is more expensive to set up a company than a business name. Now, it requires a witness to set up a company. So, if you are registering a company, there must be a witness. So, you must enter a witness details. Articles of association, there must have articles of memorandum of association. This like set out the guidelines, the operational guidelines of the business, of the company, with each subscribers and their responsibilities, how to appoint a director, how the dividends are to be shared, the responsibilities of each subscriber is stated in this article of association, and the scope of the business. It is much more expensive to register. Then it has directors. For a private company, at least one director, and can be one shareholder too, a director acting as same as shareholder. Then secretary is optional, but in public company, you must have at least two directors, you must have a secretary, and as many shareholders as possible. Difference between business name and company registration. One, company comes with tax identification number. This certificate has a tax identification number, but business name does not have tax identification number. You will know why it doesn't come with that. Now, business name has start with BN, the number, then the company is RC. Business name has director, business name has proprietor, while company has director. So directors to company, proprietor to business name. There is no need for a witness in business name, but a company must have a witness. Then the cost of registering business name is far cheaper than company. Now, this is because in registering business name, you just have one agency, which is the Corporate Affairs Commission. But in registering a company, you have Corporate Affairs Commission to pay, and then you have stamp duty to pay to the Federal Inland Revenue Services. So as I say, number of payments, in business name, you have 2 payments. In company, you have 3 payments. So you have name approval, name reservation, and you have payment for the business name. While in company, you have name reservation. In company, you pay for name reservation. In company, you also pay for stamp duty to Federal Inland Revenue Services, and you pay another one to Corporate Affairs Commission, depending on the amount of shares. Importance of business name registration. The importance cannot be overemphasized. It boosts customers' confidence, hence increased patronage. More customers are likely to buy from a registered company than a non-registered company. It confers ownership to the business name. So once that name is registered, it becomes yours. No one can take it from you. But if you are using an unregistered name, it is not yours. If someone else has even registered it, then you know that you can't use that name. You can't register that name, and you can be sued for using You can be sued for using someone else's name. So earlier the better. Once you start your business, try and register that name if you value it. Easy access to business loans. It's only registered company that can easily access business loans, because most of the loans and grants that are given to businesses, they request these documents of registrations as a means of, as a proof of identification, as a proof of the how long you've been in business. You can't really tell someone that you've been in business for 5 years if that business is not registered. But if it is registered and you have a corporate account, because they ask you for statements of account for that period, let's say at least 2 years. So if it is registered and you have an account, these are guide, these are evidence that will likely make you access that loan. So you are free from litigation. No one can come and claim that name. It enables you to open a corporate account with the documents and the tax identification number. You can open an account. For business names that do not come with tax identification number, you can approach the Federal Inland Revenue Services to get yours. Now, it ensures consistency in business name. So once you've registered your business and you are promoting it, there is no room for you to change it because it has become yours. But if that name is not registered and then you want to go and register it, and you discover that someone has registered it and then you cannot register it again, then you now know that you need to change your business name. So to ensure consistency in business name, it's good you register your business name before you start promoting it. Now, it defines the operation of the business, the responsibilities of the subscribers. So for business name, the document defines you as the owner. Now for company registration, the document defines each subscribers, each owners and their liability based on their shares, the number of shares, the director, their responsibility, their operational framework, what they are to do, and then it sets a scope for that business that you do not deviate, you do not exceed the scope of the business, because in the corporation you have scope of the business that you list as the business objective. So having this document, having this business registered, it makes it organized and defined. Should I register my business as business name or as a company? A lot of people ask this question. A lot of people ask this question, but the answer is, if this business is a small business and it does have regulatory restrictions, please start with business name. But if it has a regulatory restrictions, let's say there is a body that regulates it, now it's dependent on the recommendation. If the regulatory body says it's minimum of private company limited by shares or whatever, you go with the minimum, you go with their requirements. For pharmacy, I know the requirement is private limited liability company, so you can start as a private limited liability company for pharmacy. But for business names like restaurants, small restaurants, all these small scale businesses, you can start with business name. Find out the requirements from your regulatory body. Business status, small businesses can start with business name, registration and corporate letter. Then the cost, depending on what you have. If you don't have much, you are starting business, you are new, start as a business name. Who is qualified to register a business? Everyone who is an adult, who is of age, adult age in Nigeria, is qualified to have his or her business registered, can register his or her business. Everyone who has the knowledge and has access to the portal. Once you have the knowledge, you can access the portal and get your registration done. So I posted this in a WhatsApp group, say, please, I just dropped and this person replied my message, be careful guys. Please, I know most of this is because of lack of adequate knowledge. So, and I said, please, if you have any doubt, I'm here to take any question. But the person never asked question. You can make extra income registering businesses for individuals. So you haven't qualified to even register this business on behalf of businessmen and women. Who is qualified to be an accredited user? Now, in business name registration, there are accredited users. These are people of a particular profession who can be given accreditation number. With this, they can file business name registration on behalf of their clients. But I'm going to show you how you can do this for people, even if you are not any of this. You are not in Nigeria Bar Association, Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Association of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. So even if you are not among this, I'm going to show you how I do it. How can I register my business myself? It is easy. All you need is the knowledge. That is all. Once you have the knowledge, you can register anything. It is very necessary, and it's good you learn from who has the knowledge and experience. That is why I'm here for you. I have the knowledge. I've done this. I've been doing it for over 2 years, and you can do it when you learn this from me. How do I get the knowledge? You can either reinvent the wheel with all its consequences, you can figure it out yourself, but these are the likely things you are going to get when you reinvent the wheel, when you try to figure it out yourself. You see, denied reservations. This when you have the adequate knowledge, you'll be able to do a thorough search the register, search the record, and then apply for a name that you are sure is not in the record. But if you do not know, you will not know the technicalities involved to be able to avoid this. For instance, this is Couture Magnifique and this is Magnifique Couture. It was denied. This is Magnifique Stitches and Collections. You have Magnificent Stitches. You see, Magnificent and Magnifique. It's even different name, but it was denied. You have KK stores and K&K stores. You have now another thing you can have is that you see this registration. This registration was submitted in March 13th, 2020, and it was approved on September 3rd, 2020. These are registration that can even take 2 days or 24 hours, but look at how it has happened. So because of lack of adequate knowledge. Now, this is another thing you can get when you reinvent the wheel. This is a client. He approached me for business name registration. I told him it's 25,000, and then he later bargained for 20K. And he said, I have registered it before, but didn't get the certificate because of their corruption. You see, because of lack of knowledge, he attributed his lapses to corruption. He said, just help me check and let me know how much. Then he said, I did. I said, how did you go about the registration? Who did the registration? He said, I did it myself online. That's why I want to help. I want you to help me check. Now, we started this registration, but without adequate knowledge of the requirement. And then he was stuck. I couldn't progress. This is a registration that started June 13, 2019. So it's almost 3 years. But still, you see, when you check the name for registration, you see BN not yet assigned, business name not yet assigned, is inactive, date of registration, under registration. Under registration since 2019. This is what you get when you want to do it yourself and you don't have the adequate knowledge. There's a colleague that said, okay, started the registration, he got stuck and he couldn't proceed and he had to pay a third party. So most time when you go into it without having the adequate knowledge, most time you see that you are shooting yourself on the leg. You end up paying higher and without even getting the knowledge. Say it was queried. How do I get the knowledge? Learn from my straight to the point template. This template, when you know it, you see this registration. This was submitted on October 20 and approved on October 22nd, 2021. Then this is another one. This was one of the fastest registration I've done for a client. I created it on June 20. What I normally do, I do it maybe when I come back from work from 11, 12 a.m. I start the registration, I make payment, I apply for the name reservation, make payments, fill the necessary information, make payment, and then submit. By morning, hopefully before 10 a.m., it is approved. And I have to proceed with the registration, fill the necessary details, then make the necessary payment and submit. And lo and behold, the following day it was approved. This is when you have the knowledge. You see, this registration was not queried because I gave them what they needed and it was approved expressly. How do I get the knowledge? You learn from my straight to the point template to a successful business and company registration. I have designed a straight to the point courses on business registration, and one of them is how to register a business name using a phone without paying a third party. You will watch me register a business name from beginning to the end using a phone. You also know how to register a company using a phone without paying a third party. You will also watch me. I will demonstrate how to register a pharmacy from beginning to the end, what you require to fill. You will watch everything. And you will watch me register another company using my phone from beginning to the end, a one-man company where one person is the director, is the only shareholder. So it's the 100% significant control of the business. Then you also learn how to make passive income registering businesses for people. So you learn how I do this registration for people and make money. That is the thought. How do I get the knowledge? You can get this knowledge by through accessing all the listed courses above by making a payment of 5,000 naira excluding VAT. Did I hear you say 5,000 naira? Yes, I know it is much, but not compared to the value. It is value, it is full of much value. The value you are going to get from this course. Some merchants charge nothing less than 25,000 to process just ordinary business name registration that you can process yourself and save about 15,000 naira. So imagine having this knowledge, you went ahead to register your business name with, let's say, 10,000 plus. And when you would have paid maybe 20,000 or 25,000, you see how much you have saved. That's why I say it is with much value. This is the only course with immediate benefits. Once you've done your registration, you've benefited. Once you've carried out a registration for a client, you've made money, you've made profit. Even when you do not want to register your business now, you can start registering for clients and make money. But you will not be paying 5,000 for just a course. You'll be paying 5,000 to get the 3 courses and all the 3 bonuses. I've attached some bonuses in this presentation. Isn't that much more value for your money? What I'm giving you is value. Below are the details of the 3 courses. So we have course 1, how to register a business name yourself using a phone without paying a third party. So you take the course details has to do with how to carry out a comprehensive name search. You must carry out a comprehensive name search, most especially when this name is a common name. So I've demonstrated a comprehensive name search, how you can go about it, how to apply for a new name reservation. So how to apply for a name reservation to get it reserved for you for 60 days, how to file your business name for registration after approval. When your name has been approved, you need to proceed to make payment. So it is only this payment that validates this business I've reserved for you as your own. If you've not made payment, once it's past 60 days, you forfeit it. Then how to convert document to the right format. There are right formats in which you need to upload the right documents that are needed before this your business is approved. So how to convert to the right format, and then most time there's a limited size of document that need to be uploaded. So I also show us how you can convert it and then compress it if it is large, because if it is large it can be queried, and then all these are what delays the registration. How to make payment and avoid double payment. I have encountered it and made double payment. So, but I will learn from my mistakes and avoid them. How to confirm payment and submit application. how to resolve query if application is queried, how to download your documents and certificates after approval. Course 2, how to carry out company registration yourself using a phone without paying a third party. In this, I've demonstrated how to register a company like pharmacy. When you want to register your pharmacy, before you go to PCN to process the approval and then the registration of your premises, I demonstrated how you can do it. Then you have to carry out a search for the availability of the proposed company name. You need to search the register, search the record for that name. Once it's there, my brother, do not proceed to apply for its reservation. Then when you're done with the search, how to apply for reservation of proposed company name, how to properly fill and file application for the company, how to enter a comprehensive business object. These objects are the scope of your company. How to adopt an article and memorandum of association. This is very, very important. A lot of people get stuck in this section. So you see me do it, you see me carry it out, and then you learn from me. How to enter the director's details, secretary, shareholders, and witness details. How to state the share, how to make the share statement, the total share, the nominal value, the amount, the allotment to each subscribers. How to convert and upload the right document and compress if large. How to safely make payment via remitter. A lot of people making payment via remitter make double payment. So when you go through these steps, you will avoid that kind of mistake that I made, which was difficult for me. It took me almost 3 months to get my refund. So I also tell you how I got my refund, how to confirm payment, confirm application submission, how to download certificate and documents after approval. Then the course 3 is how to monetize this skill. Having acquired this skill, how you can make extra income from them. The course details how to become an accredited user, how to start registration for a client as an unaccredited user. As I said, accredited users are those profession, those body that can be given accreditation number to file registration for people. But I'll teach you how you can do this even if you are not an accredited user. Then how you can perform new name reservation for a client, how to perform company registration, and also how to perform business name registration for a client. All these are covered in course 3. Now, the main thing is the tips of business registration. Once you have these tips at your fingertip, at your grip, then you are covered. How to avoid new name reservation denial. All this cost money. If it's denied, you need to search for another one, choose another name, and then apply and make payment again. How to avoid double payment, the mistake I made. Mistakes to avoid customer help desk lines, how you can access customer help desk line, how to avoid query, how not to give up because these are government body that their customer service is poor. So you learn from me what I've experienced, how to resolve double payments, how I resolved mine, the benefits of early document and certificate download, how to know and what to do when there is maintenance of the portal, how to resolve user not authorized error message, what to do when there is unconfirmed payments, how I started and my pricing. All this you will learn from me. Following the listed steps, you will not make the mistakes I made when I started. Now, here is the bonuses. How getting this course qualify you to get these 3 bonuses if you make payment within 24 hours. One is how to get business name listed in Google so that it can be found in Google searches. This is my company. I listed it in Google, the Smart Digital Limited. From this, you can access my website, you can access my directions, you know my operating hour, whether I'm open, whether I have closed, the time I will close, my address, my phone number. Now, these are my products. So you can list your services and products in your Google page. Then this is post. You can make post on your social media and post in Google. It helps with ranking. It helps with people search. So once there are searches related to this, what you have posted, there's possibility for your name to pump up. Even if this is not what the person is searching for. So these are my product and their prices, questions and answers. So you can ask your customer to ask questions, you can answer them, you can oblige them to, it can beg them to drop a review, they write a review for you and then post. So those are things that encourages customers. So this is the map. So I will tell you how you can select, even if your address is not on the map, how you can locate where your address is. Then bonus two, how to optimize your Facebook personal profile to attract buying customers. Now you must monetize your social media pages. Have when you monetize them, even if you make a comment and someone want to check you, or you said you do something like this, someone want to confirm, he or she comes to your page and didn't see anything about what you say you do, definitely you've lost a customer. This will help remove unnecessary posts on your timeline, secure your Facebook from hackers, enable your follow button, construct a suitable bio with a link to your WhatsApp business page, how to shorten your WhatsApp link. So these are things that you will learn from me. You have access to the video. So you will link so that someone, you create a funnel, a continuous funnel. Someone comes to your Facebook page, it can link to your WhatsApp, can chat you. So this is someone's Facebook page that when I got there, what I was seeing is another person, a post from another person. This is not what's supposed to be. So you create a good bio and then optimize your timeline. So you also secure your Facebook from hackers. A lot of people do not know how to protect their Facebook from hackers. Then bonus three is how to optimize your WhatsApp business account, how to secure your WhatsApp from hackers, how to optimize your catalog WhatsApp section, and many more. These are what you get once you make payment within 24 hours. How do I get these bonuses? These are conditions to get these bonuses. The three courses are already discounted, highly discounted. You are getting three for price of one. But in addition, I'll be making three bonuses available for people that will make payment for three courses, which is 5,000 excluding VAT. To make payment, add the 3-in-1 business registration bundle to cart and proceed to checkout. Enter your details and click purchase. Choose your preferred means of payment, either debit card, USSD or transfer. Then the payment gateway are all secure. Your details are protected. Do not worry, you can even make payment through transfer, through USSD, through the payment gateway, but it's straightforward. So once you make payment, you remain on the payment page. Once it takes you to the payment confirmation page and your payment is confirmed, then go to your email address. Take your login details will be sent to your email address. Get the details, get the password, log in and access all the courses. Follow the prompt in each method. So there is always a prompt. If you are entering card details, enter card details. If you want USSD, it will generate a code that you need to dial. Once payment is successful, you will get access to the three courses. Watch and start your registration. The three bonuses are for people that make payment within 24 hours. After 24 hours, you will be left with a buy one get three bonus offer, which will only last for 1 week. The link to get the bundle is this. I will send it. I will drop it on the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group. For attending this seminar, this book is for you. It is free. How I Lost a Business Contract, a must read. So in the channel, in the YouTube channel, you can check a link which you can use to get the book. We have come to the end and thank you for your time. In addition, I will show you what Ashley leveraged upon that made her achieve those sales feats. But for the people that take action within 24 hours. So we'll discuss this. So this question time, you can ask your question, unmute yourself and ask your question. This is the application for business name. This is the sample. This is form CACBN. These are things that you require to register a company. So these are the documents. Now, this is the certificate of incorporation for a company of a private company limited by shares. Company registration number. The Registrar General of Corporate Affairs Commission hereby certifies that Leosmart Digital Limited is this day incorporated under the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 as a private company limited by shares, given under my hand at Abuja this 22nd day of October. This now below it you see tax identification number. Now this is a business name certificate. So Kelion Fashion Academy. The Registrar General of Corporate Affairs Commission hereby certify that Kelion Fashion Academy is this day registered as a business name. You see, there's always an address, and then the general nature of the business is stated Fashion Design Tailoring Academy, given under my hand at Abuja this 18th day of November 2021.